Ryan, what up, man? Just working on my game. Right. What's up with you?
Today, I am very excited because I am here with a great celebrity. And that, my friends, is Jamad. But you might know him better as MP in NBA 2K23. Welcome to 2K TV.
Thank you for having me, man. What's up, bro? What up?
Good to see you again.
Always,
you
always.
know, besides shooting the scene with me, what was your best experience here at MoCap and shooting with all these great athletes?
And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Now here's Hunter. And here's Collins for three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Hunter on the wing. Hounded by Tatum. Ooh, rejected by Horford. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Six to shoot. Here's Hunter.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
A nice shot by MP.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find. And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has. This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Murray. Really had troubles in the loss to Washington. He just couldn't find his rhythm. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Brown. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Free throw good, MP. The Hawks have gone 0 for 6 from the floor. Shaky start. Young, the pass to Murray. Hunter against Tatum. Here's Collins. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. MP outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Atlanta on D. Searching for their first points of the game. Hits the three-pointer. MP's got 14.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
The issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
I think you can be a little bit rattled when you lose the physical battle as badly as they did in that game. That can be tough to shake off. So it's a matter of getting over those doubts and finding yourself again.
Now here's Hunter. 9 points in his last outing. 5 to shoot. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Boston on offense. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Again! What an avalanche!
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on second place in scoring.
And with the way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it. And here's MP from outside. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brown against Murray. Pass to Collins. Outside Murray. Hunter with the ball. The kick out to Young. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range.
Quick to set his feet and quick with that release as Trey knocks one down.
Williams passes to MP. That one's good for 2. MP's got 21 points in the game.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Got it.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
Boston's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Outside Murray. Collins against Horford. Inside. Horford with a steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum lays it up and banks it in.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here's Brown for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Boston. A huge 24-point lead for them. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And so far, getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Griffin. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Murray's checked in for Curry. And it's Young in for Holiday. You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship ring.
Yeah, recent years haven't been a...
Yet another bucket!
Scoring at a historic pace. What a treat to watch him play.
Now tied for second for all-time scoring in a season.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped 69 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Collins. Horford pulls it in.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Young against MP. Now here's Horford. Outside, Williams. Fires the 3. And good! There's another!
And guys, he is now second all-time for points in a season.
A season for the ages scoring the ball. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Young's got his third basket of the night.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Oh, deflected. Lets it fly. No luck on that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That'll be the second stop of this 6-game trip. MP finds Williams. Back to MP. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
At the line for the Celtics, number 27, shooting one.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Sends it home from three-point land. Young's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Brown passes to Williams. From deep, MP. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Horford's got his third assist of the night.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Felt like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in total control, up by 29 going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. So that's who Nate McMillan starts the second half with.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Hunter against Brown. Hunter can't get it to go.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Young against MP. And the Celtics another 3.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Atlanta again missing. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum is advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, BA. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Horford against Collins. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Young. Clock at 6. Will it go? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Robert Williams picks up 1.
You know what, Trae Young?
Substitution on the court.
And Boston has possession. The 3. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so it's the Boston Celtics showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Substitution on the court.
Okongwu's checked in for Silva. John Collins comes in for Johnson. And Hunter subbed in for O'Neal. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard is out there with MP. Then there's Grant Williams. Then it's Danilo Gallinari. Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, B.A. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound Atlanta.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Young. Boston, no good that time either. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one.
So tricky there with the floater and a nice touch from Trae Young.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Right side, Hunter. They kick it out to Murray. The 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes here. Griffin, he's checked in for Okongwu. Curry comes in for Murray. And Holiday subbed in for Young. And here's MP from outside. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
It's stolen by MP. A nice shot by Houston. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
From deep, MP connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
The Hawks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Holiday from long range hits the trifecta. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
just active on defense. Little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Boston dictating the flow. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And the basket by Holiday.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Atlanta now. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by MP. The three is up. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Griffin. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
And of course, as fans know, going through this year's My Career, you will come across a ton of NBA athletes. So what was some of your favorite moments from working with all these players?
Cool. T-Mac for sure. T-Mac, really, really cool guy. Super, super cool. His energy out the roof. Super cool, funny. Devin Booker was really cool too. He's really intellectual, like super focused, like that.
And with most of the season behind us, Clark, we've really gotten to know this rookie class well.
Well, Kevin, they won't be rookies much longer. But, yeah, it's always fun to see how these guys develop and grow during the course of a season. And some of these young fellas have shown us a ton of long-term promising potential.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's MP in at the one spot. Here's Christopher. Now Nwaba. It's Porter outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
The shot's good. 27. MP's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disrupted defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
Exactly. I mean, because you're creating turnovers, getting into transition, playing in the open court against a defense that's not set, and hopefully getting some easy points at the other end.
Here is Porter, following the basket by Robert Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Horford.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range. Great bloodlines. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Now, here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Porter with a block.
Sending it back with postage. This is why every team is looking to add length to its lineup.
The Rockets again can't hit. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Tatum. Horford trying to free himself up. And the basket by Tatum.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
2 minutes remaining.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Nwaba. He had 15 points last out. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And many thought Horford's days were over after.
Substitution on the court.
Banked in off the glass.
27.
MP's got 15 points. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
On the court for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. MP is out there with White, and it's Williams at the 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks lit up the floor. He finished up with 65 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Nwaba passes to Şengün. Here's Smith, guarded by Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Christopher. And Tatum pulls it down.
putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's Smith after the three-pointer from MP. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. The Celtics also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Pritchard in for White. So it's the Rockets now, following the three from MP. Here's Christopher. Al Horford with the rebound.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort. Little has gone his way.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And stolen by MP. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Houston making some changes. Martin, he's checked in for Smith. Gordon comes in for David Nwaba. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Josh Christopher. The Celtics also changing it up. Grant Williams comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brown in for Tatum. Yep, it counts.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
.59 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
.54 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Gordon. Outside Porter. Plenty of space. Offensive rebound. Martin up and in on the layup. Martin's got 5 now.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And here's MP for 3. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Gordon the pass to Porter. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Porter dishes to Martin. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Gallinari with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And here's MP for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Boston, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Then it's David Nwaba. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Christopher in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Porter, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the foul called on MP.
Number 27.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Christopher. And the shot is good.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
Porter passes to Christopher. Now, here's Nwaba, guarded by Tatum. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, after their offense stalled in the final.
Substitution on the court.
MP against Porter. And here's MP for 3. Again, what an avalanche.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
Just 2 to shoot. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
And so it's Boston holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And stolen by MP. On the floor for Boston. MP is out there with White. Then it's Williams. Then there's Jackson. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. Gordon, the pass to Matthews. Back to Gordon. The 3. Good on the triple.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late. A slight rebound advantage for them one more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats. The team's...
And got it! Another basket!
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end.
The top spot for most 50-point games in a season comes from the scoring year of all scoring years. Wilt Chamberlain's amazing 1962 season. Wilt actually averaged 50 points a game that year.
Hey, you can't substitute the importance of focus. I mean, Gordon does such a great job concentrating on the basket. That's what all good scorers do.
MP's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Eric Gordon on the wing. That one rolling around and rims out.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94. I was with them.
Substitution on the court.
.131 left in the fourth quarter. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Shot clock at 2. There's Porter with the 3. The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had at commands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Marjanovic checked in for Kevin Porter. Marquise Chris comes in for Smith. Gordon's checked in for David Nwaba. And it's Matthews in for Josh Christopher. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pulls up. And he connects with the jumper.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
The 3 from MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Şengün kicks to Matthews. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gordon. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Marjanovic. Outside Gordon.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll
Now talk about the timeline of shooting this, because I think a lot of fans wonder, what's the timeline look like for somebody who's portraying the role of a my player that millions of fans are going to jump into?
Listen,
you know, and become NP. So what's this timeline look like? When do you start shooting these scenes now?
Yeah, we started back in November of 2021, and we actually started on my birthday.
Oh,
November 2nd. Yeah. So it's a pretty wild moment, like, you know, 2K, a game I've loved, you know, growing up, and here I am starting on my birthday. So we've been shooting since November till June, mid-June. So 8 months.
And of course, you said you're a big fan of 2K. Do you have a specific one that you started with that's very memorable to you?
Oh, 2010.
So it would have been...
Was it the Celtics?
That would have been... The Celtics cover was 2K9, Garnett.
2K9, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It was 2K9. Yes,
okay.
yes, it was that year. It was that year. I remember.
And tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's MP in at the point guard position. With all the fan support MP has now, it's easy to forget how tough it was for him at the beginning.
Yeah, think about this. Booed on draft night, a hostile home crowd early on. That's all in the past now. He's endeared himself to the fans and the whole community.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. Attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So it's Boston now. 6-point game. From deep, MP gets the three ball to go. MP's got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Noel, that's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Boston's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Pass to Noel. Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. Towns finds Russell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Pass to Noel. Edwards against Tatum. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Tatum with some nice D. MP, that was good.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Russell against MP. And here's Edwards outside. Boston with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Russell. Oh, no, no good. The dry spell continues. Down low. Here's MP. And a nice finish on the layup. MP's got 19 points.
He's off to a fantastic start.
And Minnesota calls time here. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Nance. Prince comes in for Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Pass to Noel.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by MP. And there it is for him.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Now here's Williams. Reed defending. Goes up on the wing. MP, that was good. 21 points in the game.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Prince. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Noel. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. 3 on the clock. From deep. No luck on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
From deep, MP. And the Celtics another 3.
For 3.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Now Towns. He's covered by Gallinari. He got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Second chance shot. Gallinari pulls it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You love how Tatum commits to his shots. A foul won't stop him from getting an and one.
Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
And he drops it first.
Substitution on the court.
And we're a little over 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's MP from outside. Fires in the triple. MP's got 30 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. McDaniels at power forward with Towns at center. And it's Nance in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The shot by Russell, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting. And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He ended up with 59 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, Page, and Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Russell. 14 points for him last game against Atlanta. It's stolen by MP. A minute 6 left in the second. Let's go with a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Back to Russell. Poke loose. It's stolen by MP. Lets it go from deep. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Towns. That's tipped. In transition, here they come. The open shot, White. Good, and the assist goes to MT. MP's got his 3rd assist of the night. The 3 from Russell. They get it back.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break.
Making their way onto the court.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Brown and Tatum with the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's MP in at the point guard position.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Now here's Russell. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
Minnesota shooting 35% so far in this one. Here's Nance. And Nance with the slam.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. Just great delivery on that play.
MP. Yep, that one goes. MP's got 46.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, "People need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it." Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outside Russell. Over MP. Here's Towns. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Williams.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Towns. Oh, no good. Unable to end this run. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his 3rd foul so far. Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Now here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Pass to McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Noel. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds in the game. MP outside for 3. Oh, another one falls.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Shot clock at 6. Pass to McLaughlin. Over MP. And it's McLaughlin missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
MP shot is good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Noel. Edwards with it. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brown finds Tatum over Edwards. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one. Well, the Timberwolves shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Celtics ball. Substitution on the court.
A 3 from the inbound. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Oh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Boston. Peyton Pritchard. 1 shot.
MP against Russell.
Boston foul. Number 27. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Ellaby. Here's Reed. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Tastes amazing, consider that y'all grace. Apologize ahead of time for flying y'all face. Turn it in a not far away. Know where y'all stay. So let's keep it player while fighting. We can do all day. She wanna crash at my crib tonight, but she leave eyelashes and stupid my gon' find. With a Pikachu beanie on top of Murakami pillow eating Synagogue. A lot of come around me try to be the same, but I can't practice with no that's not in the game. I'm black, Iverson. When I started balling, I was sliding. I was in the club before I was 21. Now I'm
like it. Great choice. Those suit you perfectly.
All right, so here we are. You're filming MP. What does it mean to you to see yourself in NBA 2K23? How realistic it is? Was it a surreal feeling to look at yourself in the game?
Since, day one, coming in the studio, seeing how everything is done, seeing everyone writing on the wall, signing off, and getting my facial scan. That's like when it all hit. Like, oh, wow. This is like really happening. So it was a super surreal moment from playing the game.
with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. MP is out there with Brown, and it's Williams at the 5. Yep, that one goes in there.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Here's MP. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Sean. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group.
To the paint. Nurkic trying to get open, and that one's good. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
And here's MP for 3. Sinks the triple. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. He thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like. I still think we can score against these guys. We have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
I think, obviously, they're hoping to establish the pace early. They're so much more efficient when they're able to get to their tempo game.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
A nice shot by MP.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Knicks.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
There's Nurkic. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams. Lillard against MP. Fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The pass to Hart. To the inside. Second chance shot. And the layup good by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And here's MP for 3. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Lillard, the pass to Hart. Back to Lillard. From downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from MP. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. He's got 9.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. MP in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Lillard, and it's MP with the rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's dance time in Portland. Here.
Really new group here for Portland.
Shooting for Boston.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Eubanks. Grant comes in for Winslow. Brown is checked in for Nasir Little. And it's Josh Hart in for Lillard. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Josh Hart out there with Sharp. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man determined. He picked up 67 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
MP, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Shaden Sharp picks one up. The Celtics have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for MP.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by MP.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Hart the pass to Sharp. Now here's Brown. Will it go? Al Horford with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Sharp. Rebounded by the Celtics.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And good! There's another.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What a year.
Wow, he has brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him.
And he's tied with 52 games of 40 points or more. Just saying that out loud, I still don't believe it's been matched, but that's the kind of year he's had.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's MP in at the point guard. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Williams dishes to MP.
Right here.
Takes a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Little kicks to Lillard. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Little. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Grant. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. MP against Lillard. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
We've got Damian Lillard. Also Josh Hart out there. Grant is out there with Nurkic, and it's Watford in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The 3 from MP. Hits it from 3-point range. MP's got 46 points.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here is Lillard. Passes it to Hart. Back to Lillard. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Pass to Grant. And here is Hart. Out left to the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang.
Hits it again. Wow.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
MP outside. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get it back. There's the pass to Watford. To stop the run. They get it back. From beyond the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Portland. And a change for the Celtics. Valentine's checked in. Johnson in the corner. 6 to shoot. Trying to get something going. Cans it from downtown. So it's the Celtics now. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Here's MP. Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Brown outside. Pass to Johnson. Shot from free throw range. The shot, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.